Yo, Jose, do me a favor though. Just because I'm a little bit late, don't be eating and shit.
Yo, shut up, man.
Yo,
I came back like 7 times before I was
Listen.
like, nah, I gotta eat.
y'all need to. So if we would have started on time, you would have just been hungry. Just pretend you started.
No. 100%.
And you too, AutoCAD, don't be eating.
I just got fucking. I was hungry. I came back to this little chat window right here, and I said, "Oh, they still have it written. Oh, he still has it written. Oh, it's 9:37. He still has it written. Yo, this shit's smelling tight good. Nah, I'm gonna stay right here. I'm gonna stay posted up like a soldier. 2 more minutes went by, and I failed, bro. I had to.
Listen, let me tell you something.
I had to eat.
Welcome to another episode of VGXL. Shut up. My name is Daniel, aka Games. We have AutoCAD and El Torrente, aka Jose and Dakota, and special guest this week. Yeah. We got Atlas Pax, the Atlas Pax.
Yes.
Hey, what up? How y'all doing?
What's going on?
What's going on, man?
What's going on?
Hold on. Do you have one of the Dragon Balls in your hand?
Which one?
Oh,
You are
shit.
a fucking warrior. You are a warrior. Fuck with it.
Number 4. I'm looking for the rest of them.
Oh man, yo, I like that shirt though.
Nice.
How can I purchase a Pax Attacks shirt?
Yeah, that's pretty sick.
So you can head over to my Teespring shop. You know, go ahead and score one up from there. I got like 2 other designs on there, but just because y'all have me on the show, I'll give one to all y'all.
Oh,
I dig that.
I like free
dig
stuff.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Speaking of
Yo,
free
I
stuff,
think we all do.
Games,
It's
you've
free
never
for
given
me.
me any free shit. What's up with this?
that. Speaking of, let's hear it.
Besides a stadia
Let's
that you've been
hear
trying
it.
to fucking hawk on somebody,
Hey,
you ain't never
Listen.
given me nothing, bro.
Yo,
you ain't getting shit. Don't worry about
I
it.
heard there's some stadiums
But-
going around.
Yeah, I
Sure.
still got the Stadia. Yo, I even tweeted. I said I have a Stadia. Just nobody wants that shit. I got over 1,000 followers. Nobody wants that shit. And it was trending today.
People sign up for the competition,
That shit
then
was
they see the
trending.
prize and back out.
Like a free what? Fuck
it
that.
was trending and they
Painful.
still didn't want it.
They still didn't want it, and it was
No.
trending. I was like, "Yo, let me get
They
on that
said-
trend."
I said, count me out, dog.
I heard Google reposted it too.
Exactly.
Yo.
Google's like, "Yo, he's giving it away, please."
Bro, the day that you actually successfully give away this Stadia, you're gonna get a message 10 seconds later from Google that just says how.
Son, this
How'd
has
you
been
do
the
it?
hard. Yo, I've seen people line up for free stickers in the hot sun in the middle of July or June, but
Yo.
people will not take a freaking Stadia. Yo, what's going on out here?
I saw riots over fucking Rick and Morty McDonald's sauce.
Word for pack of sauce.
For a pack
Exactly.
of
Don't
sauce,
forget-
it was
don't-
getting very colorful out here. That stadium.
Hey,
bro?
don't forget about that the Popeyes chicken sandwiches. There was riots going on that
Oh
too.
man.
Yeah, people died over that, right?
Listen,
Didn't
if that
people, like,
Stadia
Yeah,
had a
people got
pickle,
shanked.
if
Yo,
that Stadia had a pickle with some hot mayonnaise,
secret sauce
Yo,
on
be
there?
over,
between-
baby.
Yo, I'm
Spicy
about
version
to
of
make it a Stadia sandwich, the exclusive spicy Stadia sandwich.
Spicy Stadia.
Yo,
That's crazy. You know,
I'm
what's funny,
dead
though?
ass-
it might, like David said last week, might be just like the fucking Dreamcast in the future. People might be like beasting for that shit. You know?
yeah, the Jaguar, the console, man.
Jaguar.
Oh man, yo, it's
The
crazy.
car.
It's literally been like one of the toughest things to give away. I'm about to just smack a $20 bill on top of that. Like, you get a Stadia and a $20 bill that you could frame from VGXL.
Bro.
I don't think people are gonna
Give
take
it to
it
like,
even with that.
give it to like an old people's home, you know? They'll appreciate it. Like, what's this?
You'll definitely have an old person Yeah, we just got the Stadia. Oh fuck, Grandpa. Nobody plays that anymore.
Right?
Exactly. That's why it belongs there.
Oh, come on, Grandpa. We got to get you a fucking PlayStation 5. You over here rocking this Stadia shit. Come on.
We don't have any internet here.
Oh my god. And the thing is, it comes with a Chromecast. Like, you don't even need to use Stadia. Just fucking Chromecast some shit to your TV or listen to some music, something.
Isn't it like
that's actually a good feature. If you told people it was a Chromecast.
Yeah, it has a Chromecast with it. You know, it has and then you get a free month of the game. Like, if you pay for the subscription, you get a list of free games, kind of like, you know, its own little Game Pass type of thing. And as long as you're a member, you can play them. So you don't even have to buy games for it. If you really didn't want to, you could just enjoy the free month, check it out, and then never touch it again. But I'm just saying, if for free, you could do that.
Bro.
But if anybody's
you should
interested,
just start saying that you're giving away a Chromecast,
right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just tell them it's a Chromecast. People
Like,
will take it.
I'm giving away a Chromecast with a.
Yeah, like now I want to sign up for it.
Yeah, shit.
Just interact with the Twitter.
Yeah.
I just want people to follow the Twitter. Maybe say something or not say anything. Just follow. I was to see if I got one follower, and I did not get not even one follower. But that's all right.
It's hard with engagement. It's hard, man.
It's true. I'm about to. Maybe I should boost that. Maybe somebody will find get a free Stadia. Well, we'll see. We'll see.
Just tell them you got a free. They'll get a free Chromecast and just send a Stadia with it. Don't even tell them about the Stadia.
Right? Don't say nothing like, yeah, I'm gonna send you a Stadia with that Chromecast. Nah. Fuck that. I don't want it. I don't want it. Oh man.
You have any Baby Yodas left?
I do. That probably get given away. Okay, fine. You get damn, should we do both for one separately, right? I got the animatronic Baby Yoda that goes. I gotta bring one. I'll do it next episode. I'll bring one on screen. Damn, I don't.
I was gonna say you're not gonna give one of those away.
I mean, I have a few of them. Oh, you got it? Oh shit! Thanks. Oh yeah, I hear it.
I hear it.
You dropped the baby on the floor.
Sorry,
don't drop the baby on the floor. Oh man!
No, I didn't drop him. I unplugged my headset.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there we
This
go.
little guy right here.
Oh.
My wife was going crazy for the 10-inch pop. It's like humongous of Baby Yoda.
Oh,
yeah, look at that.
I've never seen that one.
Oh, fire! He moves his ears and all
gestures.
that.
Oh my God.
And when you lay him down, he goes to sleep.
Yeah. Does he?
Yeah. Show.
What if you give him water?
Imagine.
If you give him water, will he?
Just don't
look at him.
Just don't. He's gonna be right there. All right, fine. You have a chance now. I'll say right now, you can win Baby Yoda, animatronic Yoda, and I won't even send you the Stadia. Or your choice. All you gotta do is follow. All you gotta do is tweet at VGXL podcast. Say which one you want, and we'll figure out a way to get it out to you. But yeah,
we're winning Jose's Baby Yoda, right?
I brand new inbox.
Hold on, yeah, he has the brand new inbox, ladies and gentlemen. He has the CIB.
Yeah, exactly. Complete.
I got a few.
I'm getting crazy lag right now.
Well, it's good on this side. So, all right. Well, that with that being said, let's get into the.
Oh, is that what's happening here?
It's time for the news.
Totally organized. Totally organized. Oh, actually, before we get into the news, sorry, but that was a little bit premature. We got into all of our little banter here. I just wanted to introduce a little bit more. Atlas Pax is now. Can we say your whole name, or you said it was cool, or just your first name?
Yeah, word.
Hey, you can say my first name, just don't use my last name. I hate that thing.
Hey, might look me up.
Yeah, what's his social though?
Not like Nicholas. Not like Nicholas.
Well, he didn't mind his first name. He didn't want his last name.
Your grandma said.
He said, "Oh, not my last name." Oh, that's funny, Daniel. No,
Absolutely not.
All right,
absolutely
so
uncalled for.
So then, so it's Atlas Pax, aka Valentino or Tino for short. That's usually what we go. I've known him through my boy Mike for probably like about 20 years at this point. You're related. You guys are cousins, right? Your first cousins? Like it's your
we're first cousins.
Your father's brothers with, I don't know how who's related to who?
It's
cousins.
actually it's like I think second cousins because my grandmother's his father's twin.
Oh,
damn.
interesting. Wow. So it's one of those. That's almost like how me and Advocat are related. It's like my grandmother's aunt's kid's kid. That's how we're related. Yeah. Like I always tell people, it's like we have the same great grandparents. If you go back, 2 generations, then we have the same great grandparents.
Back there.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's weird because your grandmother is my grandmother's aunt. Was my grandmother's aunt. But anyway, so that's how we know each other. And yeah, you did time in the military, right? How long were you in the military?
So I did 14 years. As of March 12th, I have finished my contract, my term, so I'm currently out. So now I'm called a veteran.
Oh, free Applebee's every year, son.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
Oh, that's dope.
But yeah, just finished up.
All right, cool. So yeah, we're gonna
14 years, long ass time.
Yeah.
Say again, Jose?
I'm saying that's a long ass time.
Yeah, I know. It felt like eternity. A lot of moving around, a lot of everything, and now I get to, coast through life and all the things that I missed. I can start,
Yeah, you're just indulging. I like your setup, by the way, man. That's sick.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks. That's actually my wife's side.
Okay.
That's the Birds of Prey Secret Labs chair.
Oh, nice.
We moved into a new place, so we're trying to get everything set back up again. And then over there, my Holy Grail pops.
Nice. I'm a pop collector also. I also have a Secret Lab chair.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm rocking the Omega right now. This is the Titan, actually.
The Titan? So she got the Harley Quinn one for Birds of Prey, and I ended up getting the Batman one.
Oh, nice. That's sweet.
Both rocking that.
Oh, that's cool.
I got this picnic chair from Home Depot.
What is your
Go ahead.
What is your most grailed pop?
Oh man, I would say my most grailed pop would be
Flex on them.
It would be my Blood Splatter Bruce Lee.
Ooh.
Damn. I've never seen that one.
Yeah.
Let me get that. I'll trade you a Stadia for that.
Yeah.
You're like Will Ferrell in Old School trying to get rid of that fucking toaster. How he's like, here, Jim, it has 6 speeds. He gives it to the little kid.
Oh, that's dope.
That's sick, man.
That's fire.
I like that.
That's sick.
It's a Bates exclusive, so
nice.
$20 right now.
Follow the Twitter and he'll send it to you. I'll make sure you send it to you.
That's fire.
For me,
Jose, let me know. I'm getting rid of a bunch of them, so
nice.
Let me know and I'll send you one your way.
All right, cool. Yeah, I'm like I have a lot of them, man. I just stopped after a while because where I was going mostly to get my pops was like I would get all the exclusives at Comic-Con, but it started ruining the experience because the lines are too fucking crazy.
Yeah,
so I just
oh yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah.
I went 2018 the line was crazy. That's when they released, like, I think it was what they call it, the car from Toy Story.
Oh
the Toyota.
Yeah.
Wife wanted that so bad, but the line was so long. I was like, nah, I'm not doing it. I'm not wasting my time.
Yeah,
I hear that.
Yeah, I went in on those for a few years. I still get them. I still have a lot of them that I haven't put out, but I used to love collecting those. I still do. It's just I'm selective now. I don't like try to get every single one,
Yeah, my brother-in-law does. He has a bunch of them.
So
I tried for like 2 weeks and I gave up.
My big thing was Batman and Spider-Man. I was getting every variant that I can.
Right.
I had like 360 pops, and I had to start giving them away because I had nowhere to store them. They were just sitting in a container, running out of space. They were moving. I was like,
Yeah.
enough's enough. When I got here to Virginia, I was like,
Oh wow.
I gotta start weeding them out.
Games actually met a good friend of mine, the guy that got us into the Deadpool red carpet,
Right.
right? That my friend
Oh,
Anthony.
I remember seeing photos of that.
Yeah, my boy Anthony, man. Shout out to Geeky Peoples. That's my boy Anthony right there. He's a fucking he's an insane collector of pops. He has the craziest shit that I've ever seen in person. Like I've been to his place. He's like J Bams when it comes to video games. He's like that with pops, you know. And like,
okay.
you know that blog channel. Like I don't know if it's called Insider or I forgot what it is. It's one of those like BuzzFeed type channels. They did a whole documentary on him. It was like an 8-minute long documentary. They came to his house and like started videotaping everything he has. It's crazy. He has a pretty dope collection.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
That's fire.
I can tell
I
you,
like that.
collecting pops in Hawaii was the worst. Man. That was the worst in Hawaii because you couldn't get anything that was mainland. Anything that was here in the States, they get a small selective few, and it was just super hard to get.
Ah,
Damn. I didn't think about that. Fighting surfer bros for pops. It's whack.
yeah, man. But yeah.
But yeah, let's
dope,
I guess we can start moving on to some of the news of the week that we were trying to start. So yeah, so,
Time for the news.
there we go. Yeah, the freaking when we were like getting ready for the episode, it's true. It's like it's been really slow this month, really. It's not a whole lot. Like some interesting stuff. The Bethesda deal is finally closed out. So now, you know, Twitter was blowing up because now, you know, all the Xbots were, you know, thought they got to win with this. And I mean, it's cool. Like, it's cool that they added like 20 games to the Game Pass. They got you can go now and play freaking Fallout 76 and Morrowind, which I thought was really cool that they added Elder Scrolls Morrowind. That was like one of the first PC games I ever purchased. As well as, you know, Skyrim and Oblivion. Those are both on there as well. And then, you know, Doom and all that. So it's cool. So you're a Bethesda fan, Game Pass for PC and console is, you know, you can get all that stuff on there. And then what else came out? Oh yeah, then Outriders, which is from Square, funny enough, is getting a date and day on console Game Pass. So not on PC, but it will be on console. And that's what I've been saying. That's what I said from a while ago. That it's like everyone says, "Oh, what, you know, what's going to be the difference between, you know, PC and Xbox? You know, getting Xbox. What's the point of having a Series X or whatever if you could just get everything on PC?" And I'm like, Game Pass is the difference. That's going to be the major difference moving forward. Yeah. You're going to see more and more third-party exclusives. Exclusive in the sense that you can get it on Game Pass and it'll probably be on console because they're trying to sell consoles. So that is the plus of having the Series X, I guess, at this point. And if more bangers come out, that's might be a tempting proposition if you're trying to save a couple of dollars. You know, I mean, you do have to own a Series X, but you know, hey, getting games, which I actually have a Series X, so you know that would be cool. Even though I really want that game on PC, so either way, I'm screwed there. But But you know, there are other things, you know, on there. Like I said, you know, I realized that when Destiny was only and its all its expansions were only available on the console, like, oh, so that's what they're gonna do. So that's pretty cool. You know, whatever. And then speaking of Stadia, that everyone loves so much is trying to get their hands on. One of the studio founders or one of the studio leads that got closed down from when all their first party stuff got closed down is Jade Raymond, who's pretty known. She worked for like Ubisoft and you know, Stadia, and I forgot what the third one more, but she's working on a brand new IP for PlayStation now. So and the name of the studio is called Haven. And then she's going to be working there to develop a new PlayStation game. So, you know, that's cool. You know, it's cool that, I mean, yeah, Stadia threw away all their first party studios, but hey, that talent gets to go to where the real video games are made, not the bullshit that they're offering. And really quick, I think I am delayed. I seem to be cutting you guys off or something like that, or you're responding really late, you know, so sorry if it sounds like I'm cutting you guys off.
Yeah, there's a delay for sure.
Yeah, it's a small delay.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's all I got. Like I said, it's kind of light. What do you got there, AutoCAD?
For me, nothing too major. Again, really light on news. But something that I was interested in, people around my age will probably be interested in, is Tartakovsky, the animator for Samurai Jack. His animated Clone Wars series is coming to Disney Plus, and Hulu, which I thought was pretty cool.
That's the bad squad or
I believe so, yeah. The Battle for Endor is also one of them, but I don't know. I'm into it. I always loved his animation, and I think that's gonna be pretty fire. And then also more animation. My favorite anime of all time, Cowboy Bebop. The live action filming just wrapped up. So I don't know. I'm really interested to see what that looks like.
as
They've
long as it's
never
not like Death
done
Note.
right by any anime before making it live action. But I don't know. Maybe this will be it. But we shall see. And that's it. Pretty light on news.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay,
What you
guess
got?
that leaves me. Okay, so Resident Evil 2, the remake, the voice actors from the remake are actually going to be reprising their roles on the Netflix special, like the Netflix series that's coming out. So
That's animated
that's pretty
or
cool. It is an animated series.
It's supposed to be CGI, right?
Yeah, it's like the movies that came out, like the CGI movies that came out. It's more on that lane. So I think that's pretty cool. Like those guys
Yeah,
get more
sweet.
work. You know, you keep it consistent. You know, that's pretty cool. In the realm of just entertainment and superheroes and all the shit we love, right? The Snyder Cut is due to come out this fucking week finally for those who give a shit, right?
Yeah.
And I just saw that they're coming out with a making of the Snyder Cut like mini documentary, and it's like, bro, I could tell you what's gonna happen. Like, all right, this is what happened. You want to see this documentary? He gave the movie to Joss Whedon because his daughter passed away, right? Which is terrible. You know, rest in peace to her. That it was just terrible timing. She passed away,
Through
so
suicide too, I think too.
yeah. So Snyder couldn't finish the film.
Mm,
So while it has his name all over it, it was really Joss Whedon who finished the movie. So for years,
Yeah.
people have been screaming, "We need the Snyder cut," because that shit was going to be so much different. In reality, it's just going to be 4 hours, and it's going to not do shit for anybody. Like even he released something today, like an article I saw came out today, where he said that how his Snyder cut film leads to a sequel that may never happen. And I believe him because it's fucking that's how they operate over there at Warner Brothers with DC properties. So it's like nothing's gonna make that movie mind blowing. Like I don't.
Yeah, I mean, he can only edit what he's got already filmed. So
Yeah,
he
like
wasn't there to
I want it
film.
to be good. I
Oh.
wanted the first one to be good. I wanted
Yeah.
the fucking Batman versus Superman to be good. And I was.
Did you see the trailer though?
The trailer
was
looks
fire.
good, but I feel like that's everything that we're gonna like. Everything that we're hype about is in that trailer. Like,
Honestly, now that you mentioned the documentary is probably better than the actual movie. I'm
Yeah.
actually kind of hyped to watch what the
like
documentary
it'll
has to
probably
say.
be better than the actual movie. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But yeah, you know, I feel like this is me. I know DC fanboys are probably out there fucking getting mad at me, but I just can't care. Like I just can't. You know,
But there was
like
only a few things that they were doing with it though.
I mean, from what I understood, it was going to be a lot of unused footage that was going to be put into the movie, and that the cut was going to be over 3 hours. So now it's over 4 hours. But he started straight up reshooting shit. Like he went and
Yeah.
shot a whole.
Yeah, well, cause they went and they said what's it called, Steppenwolf? They
Yeah.
redid
Right.
how he looked.
Right.
Right.
What's his name? Darkseid. They redid how they looked, and they just threw a few extra scenes in there that
Right.
you know,
But they have shots with
like a Nightmare World apparently.
yeah,
Oh,
that
they did refilm stuff. They actually
yeah,
got people
dude. The
back on
Jared
set.
Leto's Joker is
I
in
thought
the
they were
movie.
just using stuff that they had like randomly. They just made
No.
it fit.
No, they reshot stuff. Like even with the
Oh,
guy
wow.
playing what Deadshot.
So they actually spent like a lot of money on. Wow, sad.
That's the part that's weird for me because look at it just wasn't.
I wouldn't
Like,
have done that.
look at when the Snyder Cut's coming out. It's the middle of the pandemic. It's not coming out in theaters. It's coming out in 2 days, and it's gonna be
Yeah.
one of those things where it just comes and goes, and it's like, bro.
Yeah, I legit thought this was just all old footage. I had no idea that they like really went back on set. That's,
Yeah,
that's
Jared Leto.
terrible.
Jared
Wow.
Leto's. It was a whole new shoot.
yeah.
His
Like
was
it's
just
not
added
even the
in there.
same version of the
That's
Joker. It's not the Joker
crazy.
with the tattoos and the gold in his mouth, all that corny shit they did. This is a whole new version of Jared Leto's Joker that looks like it's paying homage to Heath Ledger's Joker, but is saying stuff that Joaquin Phoenix's Joker's saying. Like he starts in the trailer, he starts off what he's saying by saying, "We live in a society," and everybody like they memed the fuck out of the Joker for that like last year. You know, we this what happens when you have a society, and like people making funny jokes about that. So they're like purposely trying to draw in that crowd, like, you know, making you feel like they're in the same universe or whatever, but it's just a big fucking mess. Like, I don't even understand why that Joker's in this world in the nightmare scene. I'm sure they'll make it work, but it's just like, bro.
I think they were just trying to get Jared Leto's Joker the way he envisioned was supposed to be from the Suicide Squad, because he said he was told how his Joker was supposed to be, and then when the actually filming happened, that's not how it was. So maybe that was just them trying to get his Joker back into the scene.
Yeah, probably. It just sucks that he's already saying it's probably not going to come out with anything further, and that's kind of what I've gotten used to in that DC world. Just like standalone films that are pretty decent, like Shazam. Shazam was awesome, you know. But that
was alright. I liked it. I know nothing about Shazam, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, it stands nowhere. Like, it's just there. You know what I'm saying?
They got to get a better creative director, like someone on top.
They need to give DC to Marvel, so that those movies could be done.
They just need to sell the company.
Yeah, man, just sell it. Give Batman.
They gotta have someone over there who's got a vision, who could like put it together. You know what I mean? They got just as rabid fanboys as Marvel does. They could figure it out.
The writers they need are the writers from the animated films, because DC has been holding it down with animated films for years.
Yeah, the animated films are good
for years, bro. Until that last Killing Joke, that shit was just weird. But everything else before that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that one was kind of weird. I was hoping for a lot more from that one.
Yeah, they did some bullshit. You know, they try to make Batwoman like she doesn't have, like, you know what I mean? Like, she doesn't have a romance with Batman. Like, I hated that they wanted to make her like the focus of the story and make her a powerful like hero, but at the same time you're making her like Batman's girl. It's like, fuck that. We don't need it. We don't care about that. And that's Gordon's daughter.
Yeah.
Isn't Bat?
Yeah, just, I don't know. That's weird.
Yeah,
she's Gordon's daughter.
Batgirl is. Yeah.
So you made Bruce Wayne wild, grimy. Like, that's never been a character trait. You know, like for him to do some wild shit like that, he's like having sex with her on the roof. I'm like, bro, this shit didn't need to be added. Like, you could have added anything else except for that whack shit. It did nothing. It meant nothing. And then they just
trying to make it adult. I don't know.
Yeah, it's stupid.
Oh man,
what else you got?
That's about it, man. It's been a slow week for me. You know, making of the Snyder Cut, Resident Evil 2, I found those to be pretty interesting. Other than that, it's a slow week, man. Gaming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Some controversy, baby. Let's go.
I know, right?
Skyrim for the 10th time.
Like, this really just hasn't been a whole lot coming out. I'm like, I look every day and it's just like, And you know, it's slow when it's like 8:00 at night. You finally open up the website you normally go to and you see like 3 articles and then something from yesterday that you saw. I'm like, damn, like the fuck? There's really nothing going on right now. Oh man,
struggle's real.
Yeah.
All right, so I guess we can move on over into the
Addercat.
Damn.
I need like a soundbite. Just record that for me.
Me. Topic of the week.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
That shit just never gets bored. That shit never gets boring.
Oh man. So this week I wanted to kind of change it up a little bit. As you guys know, the name VGXL stands for Videogamesxlife, and it was just, you know, the name started off as just like, it's supposed to be Video Games Our Life or whatever, but you know, as I said before, and I'll just reiterate, like I kind of kept the name because I enjoyed. I realized that the X, you know, can mean crossover or crossing, or just cross, especially like in Japan and stuff like that. And so I wanted to kind of do, you know, a little bit more of the X Life portion this time, you know, where games, like, you know, can help in everyday life with different things. And like I said, I decided, knowing Atlas Pax here, that he's been in the army for 14 years. I know we've gone through some things, nothing that we're gonna get too deep on, but I know you've gone through some things, and being in the service for so long through these times, because I mean it's been crazy. I honestly didn't join the military because I wanted to for a long time. The Air Force was like what I really wanted to do, and once 9/11 happened, it was just like it just became something that I didn't, sounded a little too scary to do, and I kind of regret it in a sense. I probably could have did a tour and been fine, but but yeah. So I know, I'm sure you've seen a lot. But yeah, before we get into even that, what are some of your favorite games? What are things you like to, what kind of games do you like to get into?
So I'm more of like a casual gamer. So more of my favorite games are games that had heavy impacts me growing up. Obviously with Nicholas. Um, Y'all said it before. Nicholas is like a freaking video game gateway drug. If he had it, he made sure somebody else had it or played it. So he used to come down to Pennsylvania to come see us in the summers, or when we would go up there to see him in the city in the summers. There were some games that we used to play as kids growing up that have heavy impact. So like I would say um like for Dreamcast I would go with like Ill Bleed, Marvel vs. Capcom, House of the Dead, because they're arcades. I mean, we
Hell
played on
yeah.
Dreamcast too. Nintendo was a big part of growing up too. So I would say Mario Kart was a big thing for me. What else? Metroid Prime for the GameCube. I loved that game growing up.
Oh yeah, another
And
classic.
then PlayStation. The Metal Gear Solid series is by far my favorite.
Yes.
Metal Gear Solid, was it 4? Guns of the Patriot, I think it was.
Yeah.
That one that had a heavy impact on me. I actually got that one when I lived in Turkey for a year, and I just played that game like crazy.
Oh yeah, that's
Devil
awesome.
May
Yeah,
Cry
I enjoyed
series is
that.
amazing. Yeah.
I thought you said casual gamer.
Yeah. Well, no. So there's a difference. There's like nowadays, if you're a gamer, it's more competitive, right? So I'm more casual. Whatever I'm in the mood, I play. I don't sit here and play Call of Duty all the time or
I got
Fortnite.
you.
I'm not a Fortnite guy, so I won't
You don't
never
like
play Fortnite again.
I got you.
Fortnite's awesome.
Play Fortnite.
Season
And
6.
then
Woo!
I guess to finish off for the PlayStation games, I would say Budokai 3 for Dragon Ball Z. Budokai 3 was by far my favorite fighting game for the PlayStation 2, and then like DDR and BioShock. Those are just like the ones that I would gravitate towards mostly when I play games.
And what kind
Nice.
of genres you into like
Yeah,
now?
man.
Now, I used to be able to play stuff like Final Fantasy and stuff like that. I kind of, I guess I'm older and I just can't pay attention to all the graphics and all the shit that's going on.
Old
I
man
just
Pax.
gravitate towards little, PvP games, and just whatever the group plays. Just because
Yeah.
I find that more enjoyment as of right now.
Now I hear that. I hear that for sure. And so, like I was saying before, you guys. Well, before I say, do you guys have any questions or anything you wanted to hit Atlas with, or you want to think about something and come back to you?
Have you driven a tank?
Nah. Definitely not. I was never in a tank unit, so I didn't have the luxury of driving a striker or a freaking whatever tank is called. They have different models.
What kind of unit were you in, if you don't mind me asking?
So I've been to. So I was stationed in 6 assignments, and then not including a deployment. So I was in a support unit. I did 4 years in the infantry unit. I was in a signal unit. And then training units. So I've been pretty much almost everywhere.
That's wild. Cool.
Nice.
So would you say, like, prior to you joining like the services, how long, like, before you joined, were you thinking about it?
So when I was in high school, I guess a little backstory. So Michael's father was in the Marines,
Okay.
but he never talked about any of that kind of stuff. I have another uncle in Pennsylvania. He was in the Navy, and my cousin joined the Navy. So originally I was supposed to go over to the Navy just because it was something that they did.
Mm-hmm.
From my father's side, which I don't really talk to, I have an uncle who did the Army, but he never spoke about it either. So I didn't make it into the Navy, and then the wait time to actually join was pretty long, and I wanted to come in now, so I joined the Army instead, not knowing anything about it. Honestly, I just was going in blind, signed the paper, and went in. So
Wow.
yeah, it was like something from high school.
Oh wow.
Decided to go into the service, but a year later, I didn't go in right after high school. It was like a year later, then I actually made it in.
Okay. Wow. So that's
Nice.
so you could have had a whole different outcome.
Yeah,
Well, that's
whole
crazy to
different.
think about. Like you could have went a whole different route. That's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because what was it when I joined the I was trying to join the Navy for I forgot what the MOS or the job is, what the job is,
Mhm.
but it's when you stand on the flight deck and you push out the jets coming in and out. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I
a
wanted to
wild
do.
job. Yeah.
But obviously I didn't make it. So instead, I joined in the Army. It's called a unit supply technician.
Right.
So what we do is we order like all the supplies and things needed for a mission or for to support the unit as a whole. So it could go from the clothes on the back for a soldier to daily office supplies to help get support for food, ammunition, and then the secondary job within our of our MOS is fixing weapons. So the M4 carbine, the Mark 19, the 50 cal, M9 pistol. You do like a level 10 maintenance on this stuff.
Oh
Um,
wow.
yeah.
Yeah,
Would
that's,
you would you say? Oh my bad.
Go ahead.
But would you say most guns in like military video games now are pretty accurate to their real life counterparts?
For some games, yes. So
Fortnite isn't nailing it.
Fortnite, that's the most realistic you not. I could say for like Battlefield, they try to do a really good job on implementing how the guns really work. Call of Duty is, they spend almost all their money focusing on that. They hire like legit, ex-Marines, ex-Navy SEALs, whatever, like any military specialty, they hire them to
Yeah.
help get hands-on with the guns, so the developers can understand how the weapons shoot, how they feel. So when we play our games, we can get as close as what we can get.
Does Call of Duty do a better job of that than DICE does in Battlefield? Because I like Battlefield. I like the way they
Lately,
feel
all
for
right.
some
So
reason.
let's not talk about the most recent Battlefield that we went
Yeah,
back in
no,
time. Yeah, we're
no. We'll talk about 3.
we'll
Let's talk
exclude
about
that.
3. Yeah,
Yeah.
Back when he
So
was,
they did a
Tino
really
was
good
in
job with
World War
that.
II.
yeah.
Yeah. I was a nom. I seen things.
Yeah.
I would say Dice did a really good job with 3.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
when you compare it now to what Call of Duty has, the feel of the guns is just, it feel good. They sometimes you get into it, like, oh shit, yeah, that's what I missed, that feeling.
Yeah.
I
That's
mean, but it's
wild.
still not the same thing as having the actual weapon. But
Yeah, there's
they
no
So you're
do,
saying I'm
right.
almost
both
in the
do good.
military?
Yeah, almost.
So what if they
Nice.
came out with a controller, right? Kind of like the fucking Nintendo fucking bazooka that they used to have back in the day.
Super
Super
Six,
Scope?
Super Scope.
What if they came out with the Super Duty 78 and it's a fucking like a big yellow rifle that's exactly like a fucking like an AK. You gotta unload it and shit. Would you be into that?
Well, I remember. I think who tried that? Somebody tried that, a game. Ghost Recon. Ghost Recon tried something like that
Really?
with the Connect. I think it was, where it's like you looking down the sight and you drop your hand, you pick it up, and you just drop the magazine and reload it. I was
Oh
like,
wow.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Ghost Recon that tried to do something like that.
Yo,
And
with
then they
dual sense
realized people are
technology,
lazy.
that would be freaking fire.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
with dual sense
Imagine with like,
technology, that'd be crazy. Yeah, I don't mean to go off course here, but you just mentioned the Wii and how they try to do that with Ghost Recon, right?
It was either Wii or it was Xbox with Connect.
Okay,
One of them.
I'm just freaking out about the idea that
Might have been the Kinect.
Manhunt 2 only came out on the Wii, and you had to gesture when you were killing people.
Really?
Yeah, like it came out on the
That's right. I
PS
had
Vita
that. I
or the
had it on.
PSP, and it was censored, but you had to, like, if you had chicken wire and you're gonna cut someone's head off, you had to go like. It's like, what? Why isn't that? Why that shit's much worse on the Wii? Why the
Yeah,
fuck
that's
did it only come
terrible.
out on the Wii when it comes to
Yeah.
consoles? Handheld,
The only
it came out on the Vita. Was it the no? It was on the PSP. It came out, right?
No, Manhunt, I think was a PS2 game.
Manhunt.
I don't know
2,
if they released.
Manhunt 2, I believe, came
Oh.
out only for the Wii and like the PSP. It was like some random shit. And I remember my boy Albert buying a Wii and that game coming out and being like, "Yo, this game is sick. It's insanely violent, but why is it only on this system?"
Oh,
Yeah,
it
that's
did
pretty
come out
jacked.
Yeah,
on
they have it on the
PS2.
Wii. They have it on. Yeah, it came out on PS2 and they remade it for the for the Nintendo Wii.
Oh,
that's crazy.
that's what it was then.
But I did own it on the
Come out on
Wii.
the PS2?
Oh God.
October
That shit is
2007 or something.
This
Yeah, I
is
think
when
it
it
was
came.
October
Wait, so it
2007.
came out.
Mom, watch me
Okay.
chop this guy's head off.
That's what it was. You know what I'm thinking? It was it was censored, and then the uncensored version was on the PSP, I believe.
Okay.
It must have. I don't think it was censored on PS2. I don't see that being a thing, right? It wasn't censored.
Nah, I don't think for a PS2 because PS2 was geared towards adults.
Yeah,
The Wii was supposed to be for family oriented.
But it had also already dealt with a lot of controversy at that point.
yeah.
Like I know they were trying to like kind of cover their asses at this time when they released the second one. Like that's why I didn't get very much promo if I remember correctly.
Mm.
Like
That's wild.
Yeah.
Chicken wire.
can you imagine?
Stop moving. Stop moving.
I'm just sawing this
that-
guy's head off, Mom.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
This game is ready to eat for everyone.
Yeah.
What the?
Oh shit.
As Nintendo, Microsoft, and Sony do not allow licensed releases of adult-only titles on their consoles, this would have severely limited their potential customer base in the U.S. In response to these ratings problems, Rockstar censored the game, blurring the screen during the game's executions and removing the scoring system, where players were rewarded for particularly brutal killings. This edited version was rated M in the US by the ESRB and was released October 29th.
Yeah.
So it was censored
Wow.
on PlayStation.
It
But
was
on the
everything, yeah.
yeah, but on the fucking PSP, I remember the PSP had an uncensored version that you could get. And
Was it like the Japanese version of it or something?
it might have been. I know that you could find all the videos on YouTube of the actual killings, and this shit's just crazy. Like you mentioning that thing from Ghost Recon brought me back to that.
That's wild.
Yeah,
The
That's
good thing is
crazy.
that I think PlayStation is not country. Any PlayStation system is not country or region locked. Like Xbox was.
hmm
Yeah,
And I don't know
definitely.
about Nintendo though, because I know when I lived in Korea for a year, I would go and get the Korean games for the PlayStation 3, and they're not region locked, and people would buy the Xbox games thinking they could play, and they were like, "Oh, I can't play it." And it's not like over there they have a GameStop and you like, trade your stuff in for money or whatever. They're like, "Nah, we don't want that game back. You keep it."
Yeah. No thanks. That sucks.
Oh
it's
man.
pretty wild, man.
So yeah, let's see. All right, so like I was saying, I mean, from a lot of the stuff you've been through, like I guess, like I said, without getting too deep, I mean, you did see some things, right? For lack of a better words, I mean, there was things that probably affected you while you were on, overseas and things like that you saw.
Yeah.
Like that, like that, like I
There's
mean, yeah, like that maybe affected you in mental health and stuff like that.
yeah. So my deployment to Afghanistan wasn't a
A good
cakewalk.
one.
Just to say that.
Yeah,
So yeah,
I get it.
there was things that obviously that I came back different. Yeah, so
Right. Okay.
definitely.
Yeah.
And so, with that being said, I mean, how would you say like gaming helped you with, dealing with some of those? I mean, would you say gaming helped you like deal with some of those issues, or like was it just like the disassociation, or just kind of like an escape? Was did gaming help you with any of those things?
So gaming as a whole helped me about just being in the military in general, not just specifically coming back from deployment, but um, more so, the hardship of being in the military, or I'm not very close to my family. Let's just put it that way. So um, games, not you, but games itself, kind of help me not feel at times alone. You know,
Right.
to escape from life, the stressors of life itself. I mean, till this day, it still does. Um, yeah, I mean, games do help in certain levels.
Well, that's
Just
yeah,
take your
that's it.
mind off things, put you in a
Hmm.
different setting, I'm sure.
Oh, like for now, I talked about this with games before. Now, mental health is like a big thing, and it's important to everybody now. Now, everybody speaks about it. Mental health is important. This, that, and this. You know, just a couple years ago, nobody even cared about mental health. It didn't matter. COVID
Yeah.
hit, everybody's worried about mental health. So
Still doesn't some places, sadly.
yeah, but now it's mental health is important. It really is. And me, maybe there should have been times I did seek out help for mental health, and I never did. More of a bottled up type person. But games is something that helps me de-stress. Um,
Right.
not like how everybody makes it seem. Oh, video games, you're shooting, killing people. No, there's just those little things. Hitting objectives, completing tasks. Those little things that you enjoy help you get your mind off of everyday work stress, or bills, or something to get your mind right, to reset.
Right.
So yeah,
Mm.
video games in general always helped in one way or another.
Awesome. Yeah,
Nice.
no, absolutely. Yeah, you're absolutely right. I mean, I go through my job. I mean, a lot of people in the community hear me talk about like my job, and it can be very easy, but then there are times where, just this week, what I mean, like, I deal with bullshit. As I was telling you earlier. Actually, I told both of you, Tino and AutoCAD earlier, just,
Right.
stupid ass people that you have to deal with, and you know what we went through in Optimum, Jose. So it's like,
Oh,
it's like
oh,
gaming. Definitely, it was always nice to come back. Because we would work till 1 in the morning, and then get on. We sometimes game until freaking 5 in the morning after that, especially when we're in that GTA beta. That was fucking awesome. And it really helped, like, like not having to deal with assholes all day. You know what I mean? Or it helped, after dealing with assholes all day. Um, now,
right.
now would you say like, how like we were just talking about Call of Duty and Battlefield, and a lot of these things, you are the protagonist as the, no matter what side you're on in the game. I mean, they kind of glamorize war, and did any of that, like, actually seeing that firsthand and then seeing it in a video game, does that ever like bother you? Or what I'm saying, like, it's like they make it seem like it's all
Mhm.
cool and shit, when it's probably not, for most people in the service. I mean, did anything like that ever bother you, like seeing like the, how they glamorize those types of things?
Um, it doesn't. Games don't bother me. There's certain movies I can't watch. I literally can't.
Oh yeah.
Um,
Okay.
yeah, there's my wife will always like do everything in her power to make sure I don't see these movies, even though I want to see them and I can't handle them sometimes. Like Fury, Lone Survivor, 13 Hours, Mad Max. No, I'm joking. Not Mad Max.
I was
So,
like, wow, that's
No,
crazy.
no,
Not even Mad Max.
I can't watch those. But
Man
with the
can't go to the
whole,
beach.
what's it called, the glamour and stuff like that. The only thing I dislike about the games is just because younger kids, they're so, oh, this is Call of Duty, I'm gonna join the service because this is what I'm gonna be doing. That's not how real life is. And if you think that it's like that, if you were to get hurt, there's no respawn.
Yeah.
It's and then you got to also understand that if you make these stupid choices, it can cause somebody else some issues too. But you have these young kids who come in, and think it's all just a video game, and mm, that's the only thing
Right.
I dislike about it.
Is that really the vibe now when you join the service? Just a bunch of like young kids. I mean, it's always young kids, but now they're just like they really legit think like, hey,
So I've been in for 14 years. So I seen the military and not the quality. I don't want to use the word, but you know how people come in. You can see phases of different types, like what me
right,
and Jose were talking about earlier, where you got the mumble rap and then you got the singing rap, and then so you kind of have that kind of feel kind of towards the military. So when I came in, you could see the different quality. Well, when it's quality of people coming in than what we are now. Now everybody is entitled and catered to.
yeah.
So now that everything has to change around that,
Right.
you know. And yeah, I mean you see it now that the types that are coming in compared to where we're just the past couple years. Um, it's just it's hard and it's kind of scary at the same time. So
Is China
um,
going to kick our ass?
So,
nobody wants to mess with us.
Mig, when it comes to what you were saying earlier about not being able to watch the movies, like, is there any particular reason why? Is it because it looks like it's not realistic, or is it because it's too realistic?
um, some of them is because it's realistic, and some of the things is like yeah, some of it's realistic. Like so, we were in Hawaii and we were watching 13 Hours in the theater. I really wanted to see that movie. There's like I told my wife like we're
Right.
going to see it. And there was just a scene in that part of that movie. My wife's like, "Are you okay?" I just started breaking down because there's emotions there that I kind of seen and I lived through, and it just brought it back, and there was no way around it.
Right.
So there's times like that sometimes it just hits that nerve,
Right.
and that's that can happen with anybody. I mean you hear it all the time. Some veterans who get out, they have signs in their front lawn saying, "Hey, don't do fireworks around here,"
Yeah.
because those
Right.
things trigger certain things.
Right. Right.
I'm not as bad as I used to, but I was really good at hiding at the same time. But just some movies, they just strike a nerve, and it is something I try to fight, and it doesn't work that way.
Right.
Yeah, I hear that.
Yeah. No, I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, because I heard that about like the movie Jarhead. Like a lot of people were talking about how that movie just depicted certain parts of Afghanistan that were pretty accurate in terms of like there were times where people they didn't have anything to do but be they were like suffering out there. Like they had them
Yeah.
just kind of walking around the desert with like 150 pounds of gear doing absolute
Yeah.
bullshit because there wasn't a war to fight at the moment and they were losing their minds. There were
hmm
people out there really going crazy. And I've heard about that being like
I mean,
people. Yeah.
even with me and my unit when I was deployed, um, yeah, it's a hostile area, so on and so forth. So you gotta wear the gear.
Right.
Yeah, you're wearing hundreds of pounds of gear. Not really hundred, but your helmet weighs like what 10 pounds.
Right.
You're wearing a body armor with full plates. That's like another like what 25, 30 pounds. Carrying water on you, that adds weight. Your boots, your uniform, you know, and you're walking like
Oh
all
man.
day, wearing that. And then, yeah, you go in your tent, you take it off, you get a breather, so on and so forth. But sometimes some of the guys didn't have that luxury. They had to have it on all times.
Wow.
So yeah, it's people don't see they don't see that. They don't see what happens on our end. They just assume, and social media sometimes doesn't help that either.
Right. Right. I
I
can
hear
understand
that.
that.
Yeah. All right. All right. Well, lighten it up a little bit. So you do stream
Yeah.
on Twitch sometimes. I've been bothering you to do a little bit more. Are you gonna be streaming more now that you're done? You're gonna be. Are we gonna be able to catch you on Twitch playing some video games?
So so now is a new leaf in my life. I would like to start streaming more. Still, I'm gonna start probably streaming at least once a week. Um, to get that flow start working. You know, currently out of a job right now, so got to look at a new job too at the same time. But I'm looking forward to at least streaming at least once a week. Now the kicker is I think I might be trying to move over to YouTube instead of Twitch. Try something a little different, see how that works out. If not, then I'll just continue on my Twitch since
Hey,
it's already somewhat established.
I've been hearing some good things about YouTube, not for nothing. Like people who made the jump, like I've been hearing some good things. Like the algorithm works out better, pretty much, especially if you have somewhat decent content. The algorithm can work better for you on YouTube. So that's pretty dope. Any
My goal is I really want to get that I want to get that plaque, that awesome graphite
Right.
plaque.
Plaques are dope. Yeah.
The play button.
Did any particular type of work you're looking forward to doing after now that you're cut loose?
Don't say OnlyFans.
Yeah, I already do that. If you look at the link below, you get some free feet pics for every first 100. No. So I did logistics my whole time in the service. Prior to me joining the service, I did culinary. I'm probably gonna try to start new, start fresh. Probably do something with culinary, small business management, something. Out of
Like
the
cooking?
norm. Yeah, cooking.
Oh,
I used to
Atlas
cook
chef.
before joining.
Nice.
So I
That's
did
sweet.
hospitality management. I did culinary. I hated baking with a passion. I'll never go back to baking. And then you heard the story today. I did a semester of horticulture, learned how to deal with flowers.
Yeah.
I won't be going back to that, by the way.
Some random skills. Holy shit.
No, but that's dope, man. Like I didn't know you was a chef Atlas with the pot. that's awesome, man.
Chef Atlas with the pot.
Now you need to cook me some dinner, bro. Oh man.
I guess when I go back up to NY to see y'all.
Yo,
Nice.
if you move to NY, I got some connections in the restaurant game, man. This is one of the best places to be a chef at is here in the city because we got nothing but restaurants. But yeah, that's awesome, man.
So when I was in culinary, I was supposed to go to Johnson and Wales University up in Providence, Rhode Island. I don't know if you know who Emerald Lagasse is. That's the same school he went to.
I never heard of that guy.
His name rings a bell or two.
Yeah. So I was supposed to go up there, but financial aid wouldn't allow me to get financial aid, so I never had the opportunity to go. And then boom, service it was.
Okay. Emerald Lagasse. Shout out Emerald. Bam. That's him, right?
Yep,
Bam.
Was Emerald.
Yeah.
So do you? Well, speaking of that, for financially, so if you go to school for something like that, or do you get anything, or like does the military help pay for any of that stuff?
Oh yes. So, since I've did over the amount, you're supposed to do like 8 years minimum.
Oh wow.
For you to get like full benefits, I guess, or whatever they say, the bullshit they tell you. But they pay for my school now that I'm out. They did what I was in, but it was easier to do it while I was out than in. So I'll go back to school. I have them pay for it. As long as I keep anything above a C average, I think I'll be all right.
Just become like a surgeon on their dime, bro.
Yeah. I mean, so anything you decide to take up, they pay for it, right? It doesn't matter what it is.
Yeah, there's like a cap of how much they'll pay for all of it.
Oh, okay. I see.
But I mean, I think it's like people who get like their masters and stuff like that are the ones that run into the issues.
Right.
Because that's when masters does get expensive. Yep.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
That's why I just decided to leave school. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite military movie and why is it Tropic Thunder?
Because of Robert Downey Jr. Why not?
There you go.
What you
and
Perfect.
the busted nut bar and booty sweat.
No. Yo, can we talk about that whole intro to Tropic Thunder and how
that whole movie is nothing but pure just gold,
bro? From the moment that movie opens, that shit with Tobey Maguire and Robert Downey Jr. as two monks called what's it called? Satan's Alley. bro. That
Satan's
shit.
Alley.
Yeah.
Yeah, Satan's Alley.
And they're playing like Enigma or
Oh,
yeah, it's Enigma they're
yeah,
playing, and
Yep.
that shit
Yep.
gets mad freaky for no reason. It's just so
bro,
funny,
that shit
man.
is so good.
Yo, you know
Forgive me, Father, for I
they
have
try to come after Robert Downey on Twitter, and for his blackface on that.
Not happening.
Was not happening. Like Black Twitter was like, nah,
It's not happening.
he gets the pass. Fuck yeah. like they were, it was not
Black
happening.
Twitter
Did you see
shut
the
that
recent
down.
one?
I remember that.
Yeah,
They shut that
that
down. They
was
were like, man, we're
Did you
not
see the recent one
canceling
with his
Iron
post?
Man. Get the fuck out of here.
Hell no, bro.
You
Because-
understand?
They said who would you want to play the next Blade? And they're like Robert Downey Jr.
Yo, Robert Downey.
And they had a picture of
Wesley is hurting.
and then they had the picture of the Tropic Thunder. I was like, oh man, internet has no chill.
You know who needs to
That's
play
so good.
Obama in a biopic? Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. Oh, he got
I'd
the
watch him as
pass
Ray
and a
Charles.
half. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's lovely when that happens. I love moments like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Too
It's
good.
pretty
Too
solid.
good.
You're not canceling the God, bro. It's not happening.
Nah.
And the thing is that it
You should
was
do a
like
sequel.
you can't, because it was literally a statement about Hollywood. That whole thing was literally a statement about the stupidity that Hollywood does, where they'll cast a completely wrong person, or the different the
Blue-eyed,
wrong
blonde-haired
ethnicity.
Australian guy.
Yeah, like the full
I think what they call it is
white cast of-
whitewashing.
yeah, like the full white cast of the 10 Commandments. Like, really? Like it's just like
Yeah, like you can't
Mhm.
you can't fucking cancel Robert Downey Jr. in a joke in a movie about playing blackface when it's low key, like trying to put you on to how Hollywood is, but you still fuck with movies like fucking you still fuck with like Al Pacino playing a Puerto Rican. You know what I'm saying? And a Cuban. Al Pacino has played more Hispanics than Italians in his career.
No.
His most notable roles are playing
And he's
fucking.
not good at it, which is upsetting too. He's not even good at the Spanish part of it.
He just,
Yeah.
I won't lie. He was a pretty convincing Puerto Rican. You know what
Yeah,
I'm
and
saying?
Physically, yeah.
I have at
physically.
least 75 uncles that act just like him.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
and-
physically,
and,
yeah,
movie.
but everything else.
What's the name of the damn movie?
Carlitos Way?
What?
Yeah,
Carlos, what?
thank you, Carlitos
Oh.
Way. I'm like, cannot think of them. Yeah, because honestly, he did a good job physically and with the voice, only because Matt Puerto Ricans just have a normal ass accent. Don't have a heavy Spanish accent.
Yeah. Like a lot of Puerto Ricans, especially in New York, don't speak English right, and they don't speak Spanish right. They're just in
Exactly.
between this fucked up, weird world where they just say
New
they just talk how they
Yorican, yo.
want. New Yorican.
Yeah,
he
that's
did a
what
pretty
kind of
good job.
upset me.
But
That's what kind of upset me about Miles Morales, that his mother in the thing had this accent. I'm like, that's not first of all, it's not a Puerto Rican accent. She don't even sound like a New Yorican accent, even a heavy Spanish accent. And when I looked her up, I'm like, she's like from South America. So I'm like, we're not all the same, okay? Like that kind of bothered me a little bit. It was just like, come on, you telling me you couldn't find out one Puerto Rican actress, to do that?
I could tell you one that they would have chose that would have been perfect.
Rosie Perez definitely was available. She's not doing shit.
Rosie Perez could have done that shit any day of the week. She could have called them and she would have been woken up like, what? Oh yeah, I'll do it. Fuck. Like Rosie Perez, the girl that was on New York Undercover, Lauren Velez, who was on New York Undercover and she was in Dexter. She's still working.
Yeah.
Like they could have got her. She would have been perfect. She should play his mom in the fucking.
I was gonna say,
right?
she's actually pretty close, yeah.
For the voice though, who I thought she's not. If you were gonna pick someone who wasn't Puerto Rican, the chick from the Spanish chick from Orange is the New Black, the one that she got arrested for being in the bodega. I forget her name.
Is her name?
Oh, you talking about
Yeah, the one that her backstory.
The one girl's mother.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah. No, not her. The one that was friends with the girl's mother. Because you had the girl who got pregnant, right? The first chick who got pregnant, right?
Yeah.
And then
you got the one that got
her mom was mad ghetto,
and her mother, and then you had
It's all convoluted. But
You talk about the one from that played in Spider-Man, right? Homecoming. She was a teacher.
I don't even know. Let me see.
I know who you're talking about, bro.
I was gonna say I knew there was a Spanish chick on the show, right? That's crazy.
And then you had Flocka, and then you had the other girl. But I think you're talking about the one that plays in Spider-Man: Homecoming, the teacher.
Let me tell you. I'll tell you
One
right
of
now.
Spider-Man
Yeah, the
boys.
one who played. Wait, no. What the hell is she? now everything wants to break on my freaking computer here.
Is she an older one? The older girl?
Yeah, she's a little bit older. Yeah.
No. Oh, that's what I'm thinking of.
Is she the mom of the girl that gets pregnant?
Now that's the one I thought originally. He said nah.
No.
I'm thinking of one who's a little chubbier. She's younger
Yeah.
though. She's not old.
Not old, but like she was
The
older.
chubbier one. That's the one that got pregnant.
Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, I didn't watch it like that religiously.
Oh, I know who you're talking about. This girl.
Show us, Jose.
You can't see that shit.
I can't see it.
She, all you literally
Oh, that's
see.
like Gloria,
I
right?
can't see it.
Bro,
Look, every fucking feature is blurred out.
it's blinding.
I know. I came in.
Stop
Gloria,
censoring
yeah.
the photo, man.
Selena
Why are you
Gomez.
censoring it?
Yeah. She like her
What's her name?
accent. She sounds like she's from New York. You know what I mean? Like you could tell like she's from New York, and she has like that perfect like Puerto Rican aunt sounding. I don't know voice. If you're not Puerto Rican, you probably don't get what I'm saying. But I feel like she would have had a. She had
She was
a
when I played
decent,
Spider-Man.
like accent. Oh, okay, so it was her. Okay.
Yeah,
Like, I feel like she would have been a
born out here.
better.
She's born and raised in the BX.
Exactly. That's what
Oh,
I'm
was
saying. Like
she?
she's from the Bronx. Like that would have made way more sense to play the mom like
Oh,
as a
word,
voice
yeah.
actor. She's not like a super like she's famous, I guess, enough because of that, but I don't think she would have been that expensive to be in the game.
You know what's funny? She's really like a new school Lauren Velez. They're like the same exact person, bro. Like they're the way they talk, everything.
You're right. Yup.
That's crazy.
And
How about
Lauren
the
Velez,
detective
Lauren
from-
Velez is from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh, look at that. See,
Hey,
so that's
Brooklyn,
cool. Like I said, I think she's like Cuban, Dominican.
How about
but still, like
the lady who played the detective in Birds of Prey?
The who?
The lady who played the detective in Birds of Prey? The Birds of Prey?
Oh, I haven't seen that movie yet.
Trying to find her name.
I'm waiting for that shit to come free with my cereal. Birds of Prey is in Cap and Crunch this month. Oh, word? I'm gonna pick that up.
I guess I.
Yeah, you said. I think you said her name already. Rosie Perez. Yeah,
Yeah.
she was the one.
Yeah. Rosie Perez. She came a long way from dancing and do the right thing, but she didn't go a long way either. If that makes sense.
I was gonna say, she hit a hard stop.
oh man.
Only so many roles for that.
But yeah, I think we did some good timing on and some good combo this time around. Is there anything you guys wanted to cover or ask before we kind of wrap things up over here? Or Atlas, do you have any
This was
questions
very
for us?
informative. Like,
I agreed. Sorry, the stupid delay.
yeah, there's a little bit of delay, guys. For anybody who didn't catch
Go ahead,
that
Jose.
earlier. Yeah, no. I was gonna say. I mean, do you feel like you have anything that you want to ask us? Like, any questions? Any?
What you do and who you do it for?
I mean, not really. I don't really have anything really to ask. I mean, I talk to games like every other Tuesday.
Right.
That's
Okay.
Yeah. For
we do
y'all,
our
watch
game
your
nights.
podcast. Yeah, I listen to your podcast all the time.
Nice.
Sorry about that.
I just sorry about that. I just recently met Addlecat, aka Battle Cat, and Jose. I met you like one time during Dan's birthday bash, but
Yeah,
I'm planning to go up to the city, so
Yeah, let's link
No.
up, man. We could do
Yeah,
it.
tryna
Let's take a
hang with
little.
y'all.
Let's do. What we got to do is we all link up. We just go some game shopping. Just look for a few retro games. There's a
How many
few spots
arcades are
out
still
here.
open?
Well, there's one that has like 90s fighting games. It's a spot called
Okay.
Barcade, which is
Wait, that's still open? I thought they closed that down.
No, it's still open.
No,
I mean,
they got
you know
two.
what? With the
Shit.
pandemic, I don't know.
Oh wait, Do they have
But
two?
Oh, I thought they closed it down a couple years ago. What
No,
about
no.
on Canal Street? They don't have any hidden ones in Canal Street anymore?
Nah, man, Canal Street's a different animal now, bro.
I
Like
was gonna say,
they cleaned
hell
up
no.
Chinatown Fair. It's not what it was.
Well,
That musty smell with people playing fucking Dance Dance Revolution and
yeah.
that shit is gone,
Yeah.
bro. It smells good in
You
there
could,
now.
Mm.
It smells
you could
good in
find
there.
one or
Smells
two
good.
spots, but
Remember when we
Once the
went
spot
to-
starts smelling good, you know that shit is different.
Exactly. Remember when we
it
went for
smells too
the
clean in here, man.
video shoot and they were doing like a birthday party in there? We just felt mad crazy, like just like wow, this mad children
Yeah.
and they had whack video
Oh,
games, no old
I
school
do have a
joints.
question for you.
There are kids here.
Yeah.
So, I have a question. Was many moons ago you were working on a video? When is that gonna get pushed out, or at least episode 1?
Oh yeah, actually, I was editing that the other day. I'm about 8 minutes in. It's probably gonna be
Is that good or
closer to
bad?
like it's good. It's good. Like
Okay, I don't know how long the video was,
8
so if
minutes
it was a
in,
2-hour
about 2
movie and you're 8 minutes in,
hours.
yeah, not like because the goal was to make it like kind of like a short, like somewhere between 10 to 15 minutes, something like that. Kind of
okay,
get real informative and show his extensive collection and everything. I'm about 8 minutes into that. I've been
okay,
working on it little by little for the last, but you know, with the pandemic, it just kind of took the wind out of the
yeah,
sails for a while. Because while everybody else decided to start like getting like, you know, everybody became wanted to start streaming more and, you know, became more involved with like internet based stuff. I ended up working more, so all my fucking like
okay,
computer time started going to like working remotely and stuff like that. And I do video shoots aside from what we have going on here, so I edit those and just became a lot. But it's definitely coming, and it's one of those things where it's cool because it doesn't expire. Like it's just we're talking about stuff that's 30, 40 years old anyway, right?
Right.
So it could come
I
out.
got you. I was just curious,
Yeah,
because I watched the teaser trailer a few times,
right.
and then then it's just
Then nothing.
nothing happened.
Silence.
So I was
Got
just
blue
curious.
balls,
Yeah.
son. Let
Yeah.
him bust it out. You want to see this shit?
Yeah.
It's coming.
I'm thinking we're gonna drop it. We're gonna drop it on
Oh, I
people,
see what you
promote
did
the
there.
shit out of it, and just put it out.
Yeah, I definitely want to have J Bams on here at some point, so that would be awesome. You know, if he's still
Oh, yeah.
down, that is, you know, to come have a
Yeah, you know,
discussion with us.
he'll shout out J Bams, man. He'll do it. He'll do it for sure. He's always shown interest. He's always shown us love. Opened up his place to us, and has we still got a lot to work on, us and Jay. So that's coming soon. Now that everything is getting back to normal, you know, it's starting to feel a little more like active. You know, we're gonna get busy.
Yep, VGXL is gonna keep growing,
Word.
and you know, now with the podcast out and
Absolutely.
everything like that too, like that's definitely something now that we can incorporate all together. So you know, great question. Thank you for bringing
Yeah.
that up, reminding the peoples. But yeah, I
And
think
if
that's gonna wrap
anybody
it
ever
up here.
wonders, yo, why?
Yeah, go on.
Man's got a devil fruit in his hand now. What's happening over
I was
here?
gonna say, if anybody ever wonders why we're doing this podcast, and if it's just for the love of video games and the passion that is involved, but it's also because we want passes to every fucking dope event that happens. Like we want to get that email, and I want to get that random package in the mail that said, "What the fuck is this? Oh shit, EA, we're flying you out to blah blah blah." We'd be honored. Like I want to get early packages to unbox on YouTube. I'm tired of seeing y'all out there do that. There's a dude that throws on them nice gloves, and he starts
Oh,
unboxing
yeah.
beautiful
White gloves.
like come on, bro, you're playing with me right now. Like I don't have none of that
Word.
shit. What does he do with it after? Like he just puts it on his shelf. He probably has so much shit. And
He
those
sends it
gloves,
back.
are those the same gloves?
puts it in
You
storage.
think- you think they're the same gloves? You think he washes them right after each video and they come out pristine?
No.
Nah, they have to be
he
fresh
burns
right out
them
the
I'll be
package.
the new pair for each episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably, right? That's probably just his skin.
Nah, he sells
It
those
generates
gloves
no-
after one use.
That's probably just
Just
his
touch them.
skin, bro. He's just that
Limited
kind
edition
of
Goku statue.
word. He unboxed a Metal Gear like premium package from like 98, which was a promotional box they sent the investors. Like he has one of those and he unboxed it beautifully and like
Foolish.
showed all the contents in it. And I'm like, bro, like I would
That's dope.
love to have that. I would love to have that. but the fucking guy with white gloves has it, and I don't. And that's because I ain't shit. And VGXL podcast has to blow up.
If you want to help us blow up, follow the
Shout out
Twitter.
to the guy with white gloves.
Retweet us, like us, subscribe on
Follow the
YouTube.
Twitter.
Please take the Stadia. I'll sign it. We'll all sign it.
Like, no, Chromecast. Take the Chromecast.
You know
yeah,
what we
that's right.
should do? We should shoot like a 90s style corny ass Stadia commercial.
Bro.
Like,
Right?
hey, you,
Good.
come here. Word on the street is you wanted a Stadia. Well, here's your pick. And like add corny ass effects.
Like cheesy ass music in the background.
You gotta do it like the old school Sega commercials.
Word.
You still don't got a Stadia?
You want to play the PlayStation 5?
That's whack.
Wow. You want to play PlayStation 5? That's cool and all, but does that have a Chromecast?
Or like no, do it like the Sunny D commercials. What do you have in your refrigerator? I have some purple stuff. Oh, you got some Sunny D.
Yeah, you gotta
the purple
you gotta
stuff.
start going. You gotta have a PlayStation 5, a PS2, a Super NES, PS4, and you're
All these
digging
classics.
through the rubble, and you finally get to the Stadia at the bottom, and you smile, and the camera zooms in on the smile, and then cheesy techno music starts bumping, and you're in front of your couch like this, playing all the same shit you could play on every other system. You just goofed,
Except worse.
except way
You
worse.
play all the same games.
But show it all pixelated. Show you losing connection. Show the shit
Yeah,
casting
right?
video by
And
accident.
show whenever you hit the jump button, it takes like a 5-second jump.
Right? kind of like how how our audio is kind of delayed right now. That's literally Stadia right there. Because you guys,
Yeah, exactly.
everything you're hearing right
Look
now,
at him.
guys, I said that 3 seconds ago.
I know.
He's
but
reaching
this
for
is
the Stadia.
Oh man.
Want the Stadia?
That's great.
Look, watch. I asked him if he
Yeah.
wants. Come on, guys.
Yo, imagine the
You gonna
Stadia.
let Baby
just
Yoda?
like
You gonna let the child get it?
floating. I'll do that again.
This little freaky guy. Do what?
Tap his head.
Make him move his ears.
Elliot.
Look at my man right here.
You need to go get him a Stadia controller. You need to get him a fitted too.
Some Tims.
Yep.
Bro. It's the Paris Hilton sex tape. This is weird.
Oh man. All right, guys, that'll wrap it up here for another episode of VGXL. Thank you, everybody who's been listening. Thank you so much for joining us, Atlas Pax. Check them out on twitch.tv
Thanks for having me.
/Atlas
Appreciate it.
_Pax, right?
That's correct. Yep.
Yeah, Atlas _Pax on Twitch. And he'll be streaming very, very soon. I really appreciate it, guys. Last words from you two?
Much love. We're coming back next week, full throttle. Pax, thanks for coming on the show, man. We appreciate you giving us some insight.
Hey, thanks
For
for having
real.
me. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Definitely. Thanks for coming, Pax. Jose's definitely a liar, though. It's not going to be full force.
Oh,
I'm gonna
that's
miss the
right.
next podcast.
Oh, that's right. You have
I got some shoulder stuff, so my parting words are always ask for a second opinion, kids. Always ask for a second opinion.
Wow. It might be a short one next week, but tune in. And thank you, everybody, and we'll see you on the next one.
Later,
Later.
guys.